do a quick demo. Some of you are asking about how you use alcohol ink markers to create alcohol ink art, and I wanted to just give you a few techniques that I use in my art when I use the pens. And sometimes I add detail with the pens, which is sort of self-explanatory, like I'll draw grass and that sort of thing. But the most of the time I use the markers to blend together. And these two here are Spectrum Noir markers. You've probably already heard of Copic. These are my favorite. These are some of the best qualities. I pulled down a couple of colors, and I also just purchased these from Michaels. These are the Artist Loft. This is a relatively new brand of alcohol ink marker that I figure I can try out. And one of the other tools that I use a lot is a blender. I purchased this on Amazon, and this blender, basically all I did is take it and I pulled the nubs out and filled it with alcohol, 91% alcohol, and I use that to blend alcohol ink together, especially when I use markers. So just real quick to show you, I am going to take these two purple colors. One is lighter, one is darker. The LV3 and the PL4. These are Spectrum Noir. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a color here of purple, and then I'm going to do underneath, I'm going to do just a little bit here so that I have two colors together. And then I'm going to take my blender and I'm going to blend together the colors right here in the middle. And I work with it and I go back and forth until I have it all blended together. And so you can see how that gives me sort of an ombre effect between the two colors. And you know, sometimes I'll come back over it and add using the white. These markers come with two sides. One is a wide nib, and the other side is a narrow nib. Now the Spectrum Noir markers are more stiff. The Copic marker brushes, you have the one stiff edge, but the other edge is more like a brush, and it's bendable. And very nice markers, Copic. They can be a little pricey, so a lot of people start out with Spectrum Noir or another brand. Until they get used to working with markers, and then you want to try to step it up. Go to the Copics. So I am going to go down here and paint a little bit more. I'm still blending, so it's, you know, kind of takes a couple of layers. And then I take my blender pen again and I blend. I just blend between the two, and I work with it. To demonstrate is I use pens all the time to color stone, and when I want to create rocks and stuff, and I use grays, and the Spectrum Noir has several different colors of grays, and I pulled out a couple here. And so I've got the BG6 and it looks like the IG10, and I'm just gonna color around. Okay, so now that I've shown you what I use my alcohol ink markers for, which is primary blending, I can show you a work in progress here where I've used alcohol ink markers, and this is a ram that I'm doing. But if you look at these horns, you can see that what I did was I took the markers and painted, and I wanted the dark to give it the rounded edge, the lighter in the center and the darker on the edges, and I just blended it with my blender pen and created the ridges. And all this was done using markers. Okay, so I want to open up and try the Artist Loft brand markers and see what we get. I've not tried these out, so you guys are going to be along with me when I try them. And I am going to try try blending a couple of colors. So in here I have number 407 and 106, which is an orange and a yellow. And let's see, I got a hard edge and a wide edge. So these are very similar to the Spectrum Noir markers. So there's a lot of ink in it, that's nice. And let's try this one is number 106. Nice bright colors. And I'm going to take my blender again. Clean it off here on the towel to get all that gray that I used for the previous demo. And I am going to just blend. And it's blending nicely. Wow, not bad. Still not Copic, but also not bad. If you're on a budget, I use I always wait for the 50% off coupons at Michael's, and then I go and buy my supplies there. So this is actually blending quite well. And using basic theory, lighting theory with lights and darks and stuff, you can strategically blend the markers and create some really nice effects. So this is a translucent Duralar. So let me just put this behind it so you can sort of see how that created a nice blend. And those are the Artist Loft brand, and I'm not unimpressed. Like that real quick to give you another idea. With trees, you start at the base, and trees are always larger at the base, and then just go up like this. So I'm painting the root of the tree, and then I start going out with some branches. So those are a few little tips to get you started with markers. We will be doing some more extensive tutorials and how-tos in the society. So please consider joining the Alcohol Ink Art Society. We are constantly adding some valuable resources there, and we're going to be doing some discussions and stuff in the private Facebook group. And it's a smaller group, so I know a lot of you are challenged with getting kind of lost in the shuffle, because we are now over 16,000 members here on the community, which is great. But some people like a little more hands-on and a little more personalized experience, and the society actually offers that. So anyway, I hope you got some value out of this, and be sure to check us out on the society, and let me know your comments, and always let us know what you're interested in learning. Myself and the other contributors, we would like to create content that is going to be useful for the group, and so if you guys communicate that to us, we're able to deliver. Thanks, and have a great evening. Be sure to post your Alcohol Inc. marker artwork here.